What is going on, everybody? How's it going? And welcome back. Alright, so I opened this box right here I got from East Coast Gear Supply. And then I also opened this brown box right here that I got from Moore, which is Mountain Off-Road Enterprises. And all of these goodies came in the box behind me, the East Coast Gear Supply box. And this guy, I got a custom bracket for the 4th gen, the 2007 Toyota 4Runner, the 4.7 liter V8 Sport Edition in the Salsa Red. So we got a dual onboard ARB air compressor right here. We got a manifold kit for the ARB air compressor. We got the pump up kit, which I call the inflation kit, which is what East Coast Gear Supply also called it. And we got the aluminum air tank, which is a 1-gallon tank, or it's 4 litres. Got that. It is all up here. So, ran into a small snag, and it's not ARB's fault. I wouldn't say it's Moore's fault either. This bracket, I custom made it. This is the Moore bracket from Mountain Off-Road Enterprises. I was unaware that there was 3 different tanks from ARB. So here's the manifold. This guy right here is the manifold. These are the items that came with the manifold. This little bolt set. These 2 fittings, 1/4 inch to, I think this is, I can't remember the name of these style fittings. I can't remember at the moment. Came with this little braided hose. This bracket was separate. Here's the air tank. Here's all the wiring harness for the compressor. And then this right here is the little air kit. Right here. So this orange hose is the inflation kit. This adapter. This is a tire chuck for airing up your tires. This is the style chuck that you pop on and it locks on. And it's just got a built-in 1/4 inch male chuck end. And then there is another adapter that allows you to use this little inflation kit for like basketballs and stuff. All of this, the switch and this wiring harness, is actually for the compressor. And then we got 2 air filters for the compressor. Come to find out that this bracket, there was 3 different style air tanks. And more, when I requested this to be powder coated red, and this tank only fits on their older style version of this bracket, which actually has a hole here, 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 and here. So this tank actually would bolt sideways. If I pick it up and show you guys, this tank would actually bolt like this. It would actually bolt crooked in a sense like that. And come to find out, technically, this is an older style tank. Which East Coast Gear Supply must have just had a large stock of older tanks, maybe. And so Moore said, hey, don't worry about it. I am sending you out a nice gentleman named Steve from Moore. Mountain Off-Road Enterprises said, don't worry about it. We're sending you out another bracket. And he didn't mention anything about what they need me to do. He didn't mention if I needed to send this back. He didn't mention that if I needed to, just keep it because I waited. There was a 5-day lead time for this to be powder coated red. So I actually ordered this about 2 weeks ago. There was 5-day lead time plus a little over a week to get it to me. So I spoke to ARB, and ARB told me that there is the narrow foot, a medium width foot, and a really, really wide foot is the newest model. So it looks like Moore never asked me which tank I had, and I did not know that I actually needed to state what measurement tank I had. Not necessarily their fault. They probably just assumed because I bought everything recently. I told them I bought everything recently. They just probably presumed that, well, he bought it in the last week or 2 or 3 weeks. He should have the newest tank. I didn't buy any of this ARB stuff from ARB. I bought it from East Coast Gear Supply because they're making me a front and rear custom-made ARB air locker axles. So that's why I got this. I ended up getting this stuff first. They're still making the ARB front and rear locker axles. So I was hoping to get this installed and do a video, for you guys. But all I can show you guys right now is all the pretty new stuff that I got. I'm also waiting for the digital inflation kit, which actually turns this compressor into a digital compressor in a sense, meaning that when I flip the switch on, I can use an app on my phone and say, hey, I want the tires are at this pressure, and I want the tires to be at 35 psi, and they're at 10 right now. And what would happen is as soon as I tell the app to continue, the compressor would turn on, start airing up the tires, and the compressor would turn off as soon as it hits that PSI. I'm also waiting for that kit to show up. So I don't have everything in front of me, but I wanted to share with you guys some of the goodies showing up. This is some of the stuff for the 4th Gen 4Runner that I'm going to be doing some more videos on, as well as it's a little messy in here right now, but I got the 4th Gen 4Runner grill curing with this custom paint job I did. So the center used to be black. It's now this bronze, goldish bronze brown, and then black, and then the green is Club Hunt green, and the red is Claret wine. The green and the red are satin. There you go. The black is gloss with clear coat. The green is satin with clear coat. The reds are Claret wine satin with clear coats. And below this bronze, which is actually burnished amber, is the final color on this. I also put rose gold color underneath that. I was originally going to do rose gold. I didn't like how bright it was. This combination looks better. So I ended up doing burnished amber, then clear coating everything. So everything has layers of clear coat. It's been drying for about 3 days now. So that, the vehicle needs axles because the front axle is blown. That's why I'm having it had the dreaded preload failure that the 4th gens have for the front diff. So I'm having a custom axle made. And I figured while the truck is down, might as well take the opportunity. This grill was actually broken. I never actually took it off to do a paint job. It was taken off because the metal bracket, the metal braces were broken off the grill. So that got epoxied and repaired. And then I super glued a couple other spots. Come to find out the little brackets in between the green piece right here, they were also broken. So those got epoxied too. And then while I was at it, after everything dried for the epoxy and the glue, I decided, just do a custom paint job. The truck is salsa red. So I'll open the door right here. There's the truck right there. So, and then I already started a couple items on the truck. I actually already set up an external air source, so I don't have to open up the hood. Here's the external source, runs in here. So that because when the hood opens, the grill goes up with the hood. So it's running under, in, around, past the Volant cold air intake. And the other end is right here, which is going to go straight into the compressor. So I don't have to open the hood. I just flip the compressor on, plug in up for here, and I'm good to go. So this is a locker axle for the 3rd gen. I got lots and lots of projects going on. So just wanted to let you guys know what I picked up, what did show up. I also found out when I spoke to ARB that I need this tank to be mounted to this plate and this compressor to be mounted on top of this plate on top, because it's a compact design, because I need to have custom length hoses made, one from the tank to my supply, one from the tank to this manifold, and one from this manifold to this guy right here to the compressor needs to be done. Thank you guys for watching.